All right, here we go. Here we go.
Katelyn, how do you say your last name?
Douglass.
Douglass. Okay, so
Katelyn, he just learned to read.
Well, maybe, yeah. I understand.
just, I want to make sure I pronounce it right.
It is with two S's, which is unique.
It's not the French version.
Yeah.
Douglass.
Douglass. All right, here we
that's
go.
funny.
All right, you ready to go?
We're ready.
All right, welcome to the
Badacast.
Badacast.
The Bada Bing podcast, the traveling podcast.
Yes.
And we got Katelyn Douglass here with Mainstage Chicago.
Welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's time for the Bada Bing Podcast. Like and subscribe. And now, here are your hosts, Pat and Brian.
Thank you for being here today.
Yes, thank you for stopping by.
Of course. It's an awesome space you have here. We're on your white cyc right now.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so this is Mainstage. This is our hub. It's open for any kind of film, video rentals, but we're also trying to make it like a community space and a place for creative folks in Chicago to meet. We do events here, workshops here about different things in the community, different things in the industry. We got C-stands, grip, any kind of gear you need. So we have these Geminis in the grid. They live there, so you can turn the space any color you want. It's like one big, blank space.
Right.
We have space for clients to hang out. We have a full kitchen. People do like kitchen shoots here, little editing bay, and then we have a full control room too if you are streaming.
That's awesome. So you can host meetings with clients or pitches or shoots on this white cyc here or whatever you need.
How big is your site?
It's about 24 by 24, so it's a nice size.
Yeah.
It's not too big.
Yeah.
It's small.
No, it's perfect size.
Yeah. It's
For
like
a podcast, especially.
Yes.
Oh, no, this is the best. This is the best space we had for podcasts.
It's true.
Except for our editor's space.
Yeah.
But anyway. Ed.
Yes.
How long have you guys been here?
We've been here for about 5 years now. Opened it right in the middle of COVID.
Oh, my word. Right before COVID or in the middle of it?
Like right in the middle. We did a lot
Perfect
of
timing.
Yes. Well, for us it was.
Yeah.
We do a lot of virtual events and live streaming. So we kind of built it as a space to do that from.
So
Awesome.
you did a ton of Zoom and Google Meets and all of those guys. Oh, my gosh.
Every iteration of it.
That's kind of like, I know it was around before that.
Yeah.
But boy, it was like booming at that time.
Yeah.
It's like
It was wild.
no location shooting at the time. And
Figure it out as you go. A little bit different.
Yeah, I remember
each
doing like
time.
virtual stuff from home, sitting at my computer. It was so weird not being on set, on location. And I'm glad those days are over.
Oh my gosh.
To some extent.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
The COVID days anyway.
The COVID days for sure.
The remoteness is great.
So when did you start here? Did you start right around that time?
I've been with the company for almost 7 years. We have a sister company called Mainstream, and that's the live streaming arm. So lots of live events, virtual events, and I started as a producer with that company.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
Was that based in Chicago as well?
Yep, yeah, we're all like one big family,
family,
if you
yeah.
will. Yeah.
Well, how did you get started in the space or being a studio manager?
I went to school originally for theater.
Oh, cool.
So I come from that world.
So you're natural in front of the camera.
To be other people, not yourself. So I knew I wanted to be in some sort of like creative world right out of college. So I just, went towards, I was at a different production company for a bit, and then found myself at Mainstream, where it's been like a great fit and kind of evolved with that.
What do you like most about this business, about what you're doing now?
I think my favorite part is just meeting so many new people and so many different creatives in Chicago. Like I was saying, it's great to be the studio manager because we see so many new people come through. They all have a different way of working. They all have different projects. So really just get to meet a ton of people that I would never be able to meet just, on my own at networking events or something like that. So
that's a cool part of the business for us too. We get to shoot at so many different locations.
Yeah.
In the course of our careers, we've met so many cool, different, unique people, actors, politicians, just, CEOs.
Normal people.
People. Who's
Totally.
normal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But so it's cool about what we do for a living is we get to meet so many interesting people.
And learn things that you never would have known
Yes,
anything
learn a lot
about.
of things.
People come in and talk about XYZ, and now I know all about that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what is the biggest challenge of managing a space or for the business? What's your biggest challenge?
Just trying to balance the like creative outreach part of it. Like we want to open the space up for anyone who needs it.
Right.
We try to be like really flexible about like what we can offer people depending on what they're looking for. And just trying to like make that work with, you know, surviving.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
And then personally, you know, just like having your passion and your job be so close, sometimes that kind of is tough to like separate that.
Do you feel like it's hard to have a personal life, you mean, in terms of like you're here a lot and because you love this as a business? And
I do love it, but not so much that, so more so like, you know, when you care so much about, so like I like filmmaking and having to just always be talking about filmmaking or like always be working in that world. You never kind of have a break from it.
Sure.
Sometimes that can get a little hard and you kind of lose space for your own kind of creative juices, you know? But ultimately it's definitely a plus. It like keeps you fresh, keeps you in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good because you get to keep flexing those muscles essentially in different ways. Like you manage a studio or you're acting yourself or you're making your own films, whatever it may be. There's different outlets for that creativity. It's very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you have a favorite? Well, what was your favorite shoot that had been shot here?
There was a really fun one by a production company in town called Bitchcraft. And
it's Bitchcraft?
Yeah, they're great. They did a music video here for Shay Coulé, who's like a very popular drag artist who like won RuPaul's Drag Race. So it was a big production. They brought in a ton of sets, a bunch of different costumes. Like it was really great to see someone, use the space in a totally different way. Like every corner was utilized. Yeah. It's a big like white box. You can make it anything you want.
Anything, which is really cool.
They really went for it. So it's on YouTube. I would check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
That's definitely my favorite. Yeah.
Well, take us a little more through your journey. So you started in theater, and how did you go from theater to kind of where you are now?
I'm from Florida, Orlando, Florida. Yes, went to Florida State. Go Noles. Right out of college, I taught English in Korea for a year.
Oh, wow.
And then I moved to Chicago with like a group of friends who were all like doing theater. I was like, let's all go do our weird theater together, which I still do.
That's awesome.
And then, I wanted to find, some sort of world that I could flex those creative muscles. And I've always been interested in film. I didn't get into film school, so I did it myself.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to always go to school to be great at a job. I mean, a lot of people in this industry didn't go to school for it. If you have a passion for it, you enjoy it, and you're good at it, which I'm sure you are.
And and you can, a lot of this is practical experience anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how, I had to go to film school because I could do nothing else.
They let you into school. They let you in.
They did.
Low attendance.
I begged.
Maybe.
I begged.
Yeah.
I begged.
Yeah.
But, well, that's fantastic. And then, then you stay here, but your family's still all in Orlando.
Yeah, I got people in Florida, got a brother in New York, got a brother in North Carolina.
Oh, so all spread out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyone else in the film industry? My
husband is in the film industry. My family is all like artsy folk.
Yeah.
But more on the theater side.
Gotcha.
My brothers are both in theater.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Must be fun for your family if you get together and
well, do you
lively events.
Do you plan on being in this forever, or do you want to go back into theater?
I don't think I'm going to go back into theater. Yeah. I do some acting and like film stuff. Right. Still doing that. So I think that's more my like route right now. I make with my like theater troupe, we do make like original art, performance art kind of stuff, and we still do that.
You perform it live somewhere in Chicago?
Yeah.
I hear from a little mouse that you just worked on an independent film and entered it in a festival.
Yeah, so I make my own, films.
Yeah.
I'm a Chicago person, so I make all my own stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, made a few short films, just finished one. It's called Spanked by a Ghost.
Is the title pretty much?
It's pretty much, what happens.
That's a great title.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I wonder what that feels like.
One way to find out.
All right, watch the movie.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a spooky story.
Oh.
It's about a woman who finds a ghost in her home.
Okay. Is this from real life, or is it just all fiction?
It's fiction. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean,
Let's
ghosts are-
talk about those.
I know, but I just meant maybe
I
she
mean-
experienced a ghost. I don't know.
Maybe.
I
They're
have
real.
I mean,
Have you?
I have experienced one unexplained.
Tell us. This is good. This is great.
This is what you want to hear. This?
Well, I mean, we're here.
Okay.
I like ghost stories. I
And
really
then,
do.
and then we should get back to
Okay,
talking
I
about
really
the
like
film.
ghost stories.
All right. All right.
Okay. So I grew up in Orlando.
Yeah.
One summer we had a lot of hurricanes come through, like one after another.
Yeah.
I was in like middle school, so a long time ago, sleeping, middle of the night,
That's what you do typically.
rain,
Yeah.
stormy night. My little brother's sleeping on the floor in my bedroom, because it's scary. And I can see out of my bedroom door into the living room. And I wake up and I see like a shadowy figure. It's like just the shape of a person. But like your eyes do that, right? Like
Yeah,
all
when
the
you're
time.
half asleep, yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. So I turn around, like go back to sleep. No big deal. But then I hear my little brother wake up and he says, Katelyn, what's that thing in the doorway?
What'd you say?
I had a very out of body experience. I was very calm. I said, oh, your eyes just do that when you're tired. Go to sleep. And we just went back to sleep.
Oh my word.
A little weird. I don't know. We could have both seen the same shadow.
True.
Or we both
Was it
saw
one of your parents,
a
maybe?
ghost. No, I told my mom the next morning, and she's very dramatic, but she said, you know, your grandfather really loved hurricanes, and walks out of the room. So maybe it was my grandfather. I don't know.
Yeah. Silence.
Yeah, but no, it's really cool. Well, this has been it's great to see your space and actually
is.
get an idea of what you have here, because there's not a lot of spaces that I see that are close to this size with a psych.
Yeah.
I mean, there are big spaces, and you know, when we do a commercial type shoot, you know, you would need that size.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just the perfect size for a lot of jobs. So
Yeah, I think it's great to kind of show our audience what it's like to be in a set like this or a stage like this, and you're accessible. Just pick up the phone, send an email, come check it out, right?
Definitely.
And just, I think for folks that are maybe newer in the business and younger, they're maybe scared to do that, but they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Come out and check and see what you guys have.
Definitely. Yeah. Very flexible, very welcoming. We have our open house every month. If you want to just check it out, stop by one of those.
Yeah,
But we really try to meet people where they're at. We know, people have different needs. So
of course.
just ask us. We can make it happen.
well, how do people get a hold of you?
They can go to mainstagechicago.com. All info's there. Instagram, we're on Instagram, Mainstage Chicago. All of our
And they
events,
book you
everything
online?
there.
Is that how
Yep.
they? Okay, good.
awesome.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining us
thank
today.
you.
Cheers,
Great
everyone.
cover. To the Bada Bing, Badacast podcast.
Yes.
Woohoo.
That's
Cheers.
that just
I can't reach.
flows so
I'm stuck.
well. That's so smooth.
Oh, like the Modelo.
Ooh.